Ooh, cinematic time.
What is this place?
That's what I'd like to know.
Whoa. This is where he converts them into the strange, negative aliens with the freaky energy.
Wow.
Oh, there you are. I thought I lost you for a second. Did you find anything interesting?
Oh, yeah.
Look at all of them. He's captured thousands of aliens.
Don't worry. We'll get them out.
Sonic, I haven't seen Yacker for a while.
You'll have to excuse me, buddy. I have a generator to shut down.
Ooh, man, that's just terrible what Eggman is doing to these poor aliens. Seriously. That's a low blow, even for him. Well, we pretty much collected half of the red coins in this world, so wow, that's interesting. Especially for me, I'm even impressing myself. So, well, now enough jibber jabber, let's proceed onward to Act 5. If you don't know already, this world in general is pretty much the very last world, as I've stated in the beginning of this recording session. This may actually be the next video that you're actually seeing right now. And to tell the truth, I think it is, because that's really how I've been doing things. To get all the red coins here, I think you've got to... I don't really know what you gotta do. You gotta do something here. Maybe you gotta... Oh. That would help. Alright, that's what you gotta do. You gotta pretty much use both the combination of the laser ability and the crunchy ability. Well, at least I made good use of that laser. Now let's use this one. Wow. That was really awesome, I gotta say. Oh jeez. That hurt. Oh man. Screw it. Let's just move these laser things away. I think there's something up here, and yes there is. To get to it, you can either use the laser ability, or if you're good enough, you can use the wall jump. Alright. There are two things we can actually do here. We can use the laser ability to destroy a few more blocks, and then we can use the crunchy ability and destroy even more blocks. Whew. Sorry if I seem kind of paranoid right now, but... I just want to be sure to collect as many red coins as I possibly can here. I'm just saying, you know, less coins for me to collect in the long run. And there's where I would actually get the 5th red coin, I think, if I had the laser ability, but of course I had to waste it because of my paranoia, which sucks. Because the abilities don't respawn here, so let's just go ahead and end the stage. This stage is actually pretty short, and you can actually get a really good record here if you're trying to do a speed run. And to tell the truth, speed runs are not really the way to go if you want to get an S rank here. If you want to get an S rank pretty much in any stage for that matter, you gotta go for the highest score possible. You know, which involves you destroying lots of enemies, holding on to your rings, and also still getting there as fast as possible to attain a good time bonus. Now that's out of the way, let's proceed onward to Act 6 before we proceed on to the boss and pretty much shut down the generator for this planet. As I've mentioned before, I really love the music for this place. It's really well done. You know, I really do. when on the roller coaster segments, it's wise to jump upon that trail of rings and collect as many as you possibly can, obviously. Taking the rainbow rings, I think, is also wise as well if you want to attain the most rings, and I think it also helps you in collecting red coins as well. I don't really remember for sure, but I do know you had to jump off there immediately, otherwise you're going to fall off. And if you fall off the roller coaster, by the way, despite the number of rings you have, you will die. Time for another nose-diving segment, and we got a lot of spikes to avoid. But not too hard. Seriously, it's not really that hard to do. These elevators will pretty much take you up to where you need to go to next, but don't let it carry you too high, otherwise you're gonna regret it. Well, that kind of sucked right there. But thankfully, I wasn't trying to thank the sheer fact that I got shot and then hit again. I was about to say, thankfully, I was able to get the red coin. By the way, you want to proceed onwards through these water segments as fast as you can. Otherwise, well, you're more likely to drown. By the way, if you use crunchy water and you happen to leave the particular water area, of course the ability will deactivate. Oh yeah, nice. That is freaking awesome. Alright. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Alright, it's time for a snack. It's time for a full course meal, actually. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Crunchy is invincible to absolutely everything, pretty much. Other than pits, of course, bottomless pits and pools of acid. You know, that sort of ordeal. By the way, when doing this segment, you kind of want to go slow when diving down, so that way you won't miss that fourth red coin, as I was able to successfully grab. Because if you miss the red coin, you have to do the stage all over again, I believe, in order to actually be able to get it again. Alright. This guy is kind of a pain in the ass to deal with. But he's not too hard to actually deal with. What you gotta do is get into his gravity field and wait for your chance to actually home in and hit him with your homing attack. But be sure not to hit his energy field, which pretty much guard and surround him. And as obviously you land more hits on them, they will get faster and become, and it'll become more and more difficult to hit him. And I'm failing miserably. But as long as I have one ring with me, I will not die. Dang it! Oh, thank God I got the ring back. Dang it! Come on! There we are, finally! Now the enemy is dead, and we can actually proceed onward. Wanted to be sure there wasn't a red coin, that was up there. Well, that's pretty much the end of the stage. I collected 4 out of 5 red coins in this stage, so that's really great. The only red coin I missed, of course, is the one at the very beginning. So, great. One less, that's pretty much one more coin for me to hunt down, but, of course, one less coin for that same reason, and I missed the extra life. Whatever. I got plenty of lives to spare. Yeah, I got 18 lives, so that's not a problem. Alright, it's time for the boss. Again? Really?
I don't like what you're doing to my friends in there. It's gets messed up. So I'm gonna mess you up.
Finally, a better comeback line.
That's right. I'm stretching. You got a problem with that? I want to be able to fully enjoy taking you apart without some pulled muscle slowing me down.
Yeah, because that's the last thing you
Now I'm
want.
ready. Of course, if you want to run away, please feel free. There's no shame in it. Well, maybe a little shame.
You gotta understand that he's a
You
robot.
guys don't talk much, do you? Fair enough. Don't say I didn't warn you.
As I was saying, he's a robot. He feels no shame. If you couldn't tell already, this guy is pretty much the same guy who we fought back in Starlight Carnival. Except this guy is actually a little bit harder to deal with this time, and he has more health. Of course, but... anyways, just defeat him in the... just fight him in the same fashion as you did before. Except make good use of the rocket ability here, too. It's best used during the second dimension, when you're in the second dimension, of course. And, yeah. Occasionally, this boss will go into some sort of black hole, and pretty much, force it... what am I saying? I'm saying this guy will pretty much go into a black hole and force meteors to come out, and pretty much, hit you and hinder your progress. Another thing I'd like to mention, if you happen to use the rocket ability at the right time, as I demonstrated not that long ago, you can deal quite a bit more damage to this guy than you normally could just by simply attacking him. When he casts out these meteors, obviously just avoid them to the best of your ability, just try to stay in between their bounces, and the bounces are actually pretty predictable. Also, watch out for the gunfire, and you should be fine. However, you normally cannot attack in the second dimension, but if you have the rocket ability, obviously that's proven wrong, and you can actually attack in the second dimension. Like before, this boss will occasionally drop certain crates which contain either Wisp Energy or the rocket ability. If you happen to take the rocket ability, use it to your advantage. However, don't waste it. Don't try to use it in the third dimension, because it will not work. Trust me. Because the Wisp is saying, screw you, I don't want to do this now. And obviously, if you try to use it while in the third dimension, it'll be catching some Z's, if you couldn't tell already, at the bottom left-hand corner of the screen. And when it's catching Z's, you cannot use the ability. Guess I didn't have to use it the second time, so cool. Alright, time to milk the quick step bonus. Alright, that'll work. Well, Asteroid Coaster is now officially complete. We're pretty much done with all the worlds in the game. There's just one more little thing we gotta do, and if you want to know what that little thing is, well, I'll have to tell you and pretty much show you guys next time. But first, cinematic.
That was almost difficult.
Sonic, you did it!
Couldn't have done it without you, buddy.
Thanks. Hey, we both deserve some kind of reward.
Yeah, let's go to an amusement park or something.
All right, but one that's, less evil than this one.
Tell me about it.
So, are all the aliens getting free?
Looks like it. Once the power went off, the locks vanished. I hope Yakker's okay.
I'm sure he's
I
fine.
think he'll be fine. You don't think the weapon you were shot with still works?
Not without power flowing to it. I think we're all good.
That's what I like to hear.
That's what I'd like to hear too. I like to hear the fact that, this weapon no longer works. Since we pretty much shut down all the generators and freed all the planets, we get this beautiful little cinematic, and all the chains pretty much disappear, and the planets are now free.
Sweet! The tractor beams are gone. The planets are free.
I just said that.
Never any doubt. I mean, really? Great job, buddy.
What are you talking about? I'm the one who did all the work.
With all the generators destroyed, we can blow this joint and head home. We did it, dude.
We? I don't remember you fighting off any insane robots.
Tell me about it.
True. Well, good job to you on inventing a translator that allowed us to speak to the aliens and figure out exactly what we needed to do so we weren't running around the park looking like idiots. Oh no, wait. That was me.
Duh.
Good point. Either way, we can get out of this crazy place and go home.
Looks like the aliens are happy to be going home too. I think we're in the middle of a party.
The middle? We are the party. I think we're their guests of honor.
Totally.
As I stated before, everything is now complete. The planets are now free. We now have one more location where we have to go to.
Critical system failure. Repeat, critical system failure. All attraction access is temporarily suspended. Please evacuate the park via the emergency exit ahead. This is all your fault.
Oh man, system failure? That definitely cannot be good in any way whatsoever. We'll have to escape this amusement park and head back home next time!